Hello students, so now we are done with exams and our summer vacation has started. In summer vacation, we generally plan camps and we learn new things in the summer camp. But this year, it's not possible. But you know what? Learning won't stop. We teachers have planned activities for you and we teach you something new in the vacation. And when I say something new, it means something interesting, apart from what you are taught from the syllabus. So I am starting with figure of speech that I already introduced in few classes before. In this video, we learn about simile, metaphor and personification. So first of all, introduction. So authors often use figure of speech in both literature and poetry to enhance their writing. And when we read it, we get to know certain things which is not literally correct, but they are metaphorically correct. You'll get to know how. So figure of speech presents ordinary things in new or unusual way. They communicate ideas that go beyond the word's usual literal meaning. That is what I said, not literally, metaphorically. So what is the objective of this video? By the end of this, you should be able to know, you should be able to recognize 7 figure of speech and identify figure of speech in poem. In this particular video, we have only 3 figure of speech and in the other video, we'll have 4 more. Okay. So, next. So, first of all, definition of simile, metaphor and personification. Simile is comparing two unlike things using the word like or as. Metaphor is comparing two unlike things without using like or as. And personification is giving human traits or characteristics to something that isn't you. Now, simile. What is simile? The definition. Comparing two unlike things using like or as I said before. Let's take an example. He is as thin as a rail. So, what can be the explanation to it? There can be no real similarity between a man and a rail. Obviously, man is a living thing and rail is a non-living thing. But describing a man as thin as a rail evokes the image of a remarkably thin man, as a rail is a very thin pole. So, that's it. Now, here are some more examples of simile. She sways like a flower. Obviously, she isn't a flower, but then she sways like it. She moves like it. She skims like a bird. She hangs like a star. She falls like a tear. And one more, his temper was as explosive as a volcano. So, in the 4 examples, we use the word like, and in the 5th one, we used as. So, you know how in simile, we use the word like and as to compare. Next we have metaphor. The definition of metaphor is similar to the definition of simile. There's no change, but there is one important difference between the two. So, that is where you won't get confused between simile and metaphor. Remember, the definition of simile has 2 parts. 2 unlike things are being compared, and the word like or as are used to make the comparison. There will also be 2 parts to the definition of metaphor. Let's understand how. We do metaphor versus simile to compare it properly and for you to know the difference between these two and do not get confused. So use the following examples to figure out the definition of metaphor. First of all, by using these examples, we'll figure out the definition of metaphor, and after that, we'll understand what is I'll dictate the definition of metaphor. So, in simile, we say, Mike is like a teddy bear, or we have used the word like, then we can use as well. So, Mike is as soft as a teddy bear. So, that is how we use simile. Then, if it's metaphor, it will be, Mike is a teddy bear. So, Mike is not a teddy bear actually, it is metaphorical. So, when the metaphor is simplified and we say simile, it is like Mike is like a teddy bear. Basically, simile explain what metaphor wanted to say. Again, one more example. That boy is like a pig. again, to explain it better, we use the word as. That boy is as messy as a pig. But then metaphorically, when we use metaphor, we say that boy is a pig. So that is the difference between a metaphor and a simile. Next, so we have figured out what is the definition of metaphor. So what it is? An implied comparison between two unlike things that actually have something important in common. Example, the boy was a fish in the water. So this is metaphor. Now, personification. Definition will be giving human trait or characteristics to something that isn't human, such as animals, objects, or non-living things. So animals also aren't humans, okay? So when we compare a human with animals, or if we give human trait to it, that's personification. And it can be object or non-living thing too. The example is, the willow tree shook her long hair. So what can be the explanation? The example is referring to the way that the willow tree's long branches sway in the wind. By saying shook her long hair, the tree is given characteristics of a human. Obviously, the tree is not having long hair. Those are the branches of the tree, but we personified it. We used personification over here, and we wrote shook her long hair. So long hair is compared to the branches. We gave human trait to the willow tree. That's personification. Here are some more examples of personification. The car danced across the icy road. So the car is not dancing literally, it is shaking on the icy road. But then dancing is a human trait and we gave that to car. Again, the angry cloud marched across the sky. The cloud obviously cannot be angry, but then we used it. Then the stars in the clear night sky winked at me. Humans can wink, stars twinkle. But then by using this figure of speech personification, we say winked. The tulips nodded their heads in the bridge. So basically the tulips are swaying because of the breeze. But we use personification and we said nodded, like humans nod. Thank you, students. Again, as I said, in the next video, you will get to know about 4 more figures of speech.